So a couple of years ago, I got to do an Indian wedding. Man, these flavors that I'm doing for this coconut curry shrimp for you today are inspired by that wedding. I had the mom give me a 5-hour lesson and it was so much fun. We're doing a beautiful coconut curry for you today. Let's go over and get started in the kitchen about the dish. Welcome into the show. Man, I am so glad you are in the kitchen with me today. I'm rocking a great dish, man. This guy right here, this skillet will basically be our cooking vessel. Mustard greens. These are gonna give the dish some flavor, some depth, get you an al dente orzo, meaning that it's still got a little bit of a bite to it. Golden chicken right there. Oh my goodness, it's made with so much love. So the first job is to get our rice going. It takes a long time to get it done, and we wanna make sure that it's perfect. 1 cup of rice to 1.5 cups of water. You're lucky to be in here with me today. We're doing a rice. We're gonna do curry shrimp. It's gonna be a delicious dish. I wanna get started with our rice first. And so it's 1 cup of rice and 1.5 cups of water. Listen, I always do whatever the bag recommends. Some manufacturers recommend that you rinse the rice. Some don't. And so this one is a rinse rice. So I already rinsed it off, 1 cup, and I have my 1.5 cups of water. Just add it right to it. Listen, the one thing, my water's hot. 2, I've already got that burner going on the stove. So it's just about getting the rice in there. We want it up to a boil, and then we're gonna turn it down to a simmer and put a lid on it. Okay, so while that gets up to a boil, I'm gonna do the prep for the rest of the dish for you. We have some ginger and some garlic, some peppers we have to get done. We're gonna smash our garlic, and it's 4 of these cloves for this dish. Smash it down, give it a good chop. Now, this is called the bridge right here that I got with my hands. So this is our bridge right here. This middle finger, it keeps us from getting hurt with that knife. It lets me go back and forth through that product with my finger straight down. And this speed comes with time, and you get better and better every time you do it. Now, I hear my rice, it's boiling. Let's get that bad boy turned down to low. Okay, we wanna let it simmer. And if it's going too hard in the very first few minutes, just lift it up, it'll quit. But we wanna be able to put that lid on there and leave it. Hey, it's 15 minutes or so on that rice, then we're gonna shut it off and let it rest, okay? So that is going. And hey, Siri, set a 15-minute timer, just so I know, y'all, just so we know for sure. And our garlic is done, it's all chopped up. We'll get our ginger. And hey, listen, I wanna tell you that I quit peeling the ginger. It cooks really great. There's no bitter flavor that comes from that skin on that ginger. And it's edible and really, really delicious. And the ginger gives us a good spice for the dish, good part of the spice. Just that flavor of the ginger is what's so special. And it's all on that skin. A lot of it is on that skin. I love this root so much. And it's typical in Asian cuisine, that part of the world. This is one of those flavors that you're gonna find. Just get it chopped up. That's plenty good enough. And we'll leave that right with our garlic. And that was about 2 inches of ginger. Now, I'm gonna take my jalapeno, cut it down the middle, take the seeds out. For this dish, I will tell you too, the more seeds you leave in it, the spicier the dish will be. So it is totally up to you how many you want to take out. I am going to remove all of the rib, but I may add back in a little bit of the seed to give me some spicy. Give me just a little bit of spicy. And again, with our bridge built really well, we'll make strips out of the jalapeno. Just like that. And we'll gather it all together, come back and make our dice. and gathering it back together where you only have to go down through there one time. We don't want to mix it up and have to dice that 2 or 3 times, just being convenient with your cutting and your knife. The last thing we got to do here is get an onion. This is just a yellow onion, medium size. You know, you can get those colossals, the jumbos. This is about a medium size yellow onion. And I'm going to cut it in half. And I always take the outer skin, that last layer, right away from the onion. And I hear sizzling from the rice. That's so good. And we'll get rid of all of this. Let's put this in that strain right there. All of that skin gone. So I start and go across the ridge of the onion. Then I'll come back, make my dice. Again, it's about keeping the onion together, so you only have to go through and cut that bad boy once. Just like that. We're going to do the other half of this guy right here too. Just cut it across, and then we'll do our dice. When we come back, man, we're gonna start cooking the rest of the dish. We'll get our shrimp going. This is gonna be an amazing, amazing recipe. Y'all hang out. We'll be right back about the dish. So I'm using my Japanese chef knife. It's got some depth to it. You see how thick it is. It gives me the opportunity to get all the way through the onion, no matter if I'm using the pivot technique, no matter if I'm just doing up and down cutting or the roll technique. This knife is a good one to have in your bag.
You know, those mornings when it takes just a little bit extra to get you out of bed? This might be it.
Wake up to the goodness of Jimmy Dean.
Dreaming of owning an RV? Well, now is the time to add a little comfort to your vacations by investing in your home away from home. Make your dream come true with Wheels RV, the #1 new RV dealer in Northwest Arkansas. We carry brands like Grand Design, Brinkley, Flagstaff, No Boundaries, and Vibe. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV. Find us 5 miles west of I-49 under the Tontitown Water Tower.
If you missed any of the episodes of About the Dish, you can find every one of them on our YouTube channel, Chef Brooks TV. Make sure you go there. You know, that thumb you use, that finger you use to swipe and do all that stuff on your phone, smash that subscribe button, Chef Brooks TV. All of our videos are out there, all of our episodes. We got shorts out there. Learn cooking techniques right from me.
There's bacon. Then there's Wright Brand, #1 thick cut, real wood smoked. Pack your bags, leave everything behind. Build a cottage near our smokehouse just to wake up to the scent of it, bacon. Have you experienced bacon the right way?
So once we get our oil going, we get our onions cooking, we just gotta let them get translucent. We start adding vegetables in, and then our coconut milk is the first flavor that we add. Welcome back. Y'all, our rice is cooking. Man, we still got like 5 minutes to go. And then all we're gonna do is turn it off, leave it covered, and let it finish doing its thing. We're gonna add some butter, salt and pepper, that stuff later. But I have my skillet going. This is one of those dishes that it's only 2 pots, the rice and then this skillet right here are gonna be all we need for this dish. I've got my onions right here that we cut up just a little bit ago, and I'm gonna add oil first. We gotta have some oil in that pan. Gotta see that oil moving around in there. I really wanna make sure that it's good and hot before I go. And so I'm gonna grab the salt and pepper because I need that for this part of the dish. I gotta season the onions. So we're gonna get them right in there. And it's close to being hot. There's a little bit of sizzle going on right there. Now I can hear it. Gonna get our salt. Couple of rounds of salt in there and pepper. Just use your pepper mill. Use a coarser pepper if you want to, whatever you like. That thing works pretty good. And that's what we're looking for right there. And listen, this is only like a minute or two that we need to cook this. We want to get it going really, really good. And I'll tell you, we're using a 16-20 count shrimp today. These are 16 to 20 to a pound, and they're the bigger shrimp. So the smaller the number, the bigger the shrimp. So if they're like at 8 to 10, they're gonna be 8 to 10 shrimp per pound. This one is a 16-20. So there's roughly 18 shrimp in a pound. And this is a 1.5 pounds of shrimp. So we're gonna use those. That's gonna be our really good protein for this. We got this going. Hey, and see that color that it's getting? That's really, really good. I can smell it. It's aromatic. So we're gonna add our next flavor, our next aromatic right to it. That's the ginger and the garlic. We're gonna add those together into the mix. And again, we just wanna get it to be fragrant. And the ginger, man, it smells so good. It happens almost instantaneously. And you know, garlic, just, oh, great. Oh my gosh. You need to be in here smelling this right now. I'm just telling you. But that is really good. See that color on those onions? That's looking really, really nice. Okay. Give that a little bit of toss. Just give it a good toss. Set it back down there. Let's grab our tomato paste, and we want to grab our garam masala. Our garam masala is that spice that we're going to give our curry a really good flavor. So we're going to add that right in here on top of the onions. And that's all, I mean, it's almost like a cinnamony, really heavy cinnamony flavor that it gives. It's gonna darken up the onions really good too. And they've already soaked up all the good oil. We're also gonna add our tomato paste. This is 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. We'll add right in there. And just get it moving. Once you get the tomato paste in there, you can go right ahead and add your coconut milk. Bam. 1 whole can. And now we really want to get that tomato paste mixed in real good. That looks so good. It's going to be really rich, really flavorful. The tomato paste will just dissolve, and you'll see the color change on the dish almost immediately. And the last thing I'm going to do right here, I'm going to take those jalapeños and add them right in. You guys, I'm going to let this simmer for just a couple of minutes. When we get back, man, I'm going to add the shrimp in here. We're going to roll on with this dish and show you how great it turns out. About the dish, it's about this one right here.
Help your family warm up to mornings.
So many people have a real struggle to find their place in the world. But you know, I've helped thousands of people as a real estate and lifestyle expert. As a result of that, I really understand the personalized nature and process of discovery.
Man, I feel like I found a really nice home here, for sure.
Well, and that's why I bring people inspiration that you provide, so you can stimulate their hearts and minds.
Yes, their stomachs as well. I'm a stomach guy, man.
Me too. Contact me. Let's spend some time exploring your hopes and dreams. Then I'll go out and find it for you.
At Chef Brooks Catering, we take pride in our food and our service. Whether your event is large or small, in-home or on location, our team of culinary pros is ready to make your event beautiful and delicious. We do all things culinary. Give us a call or find us online at chefbrookscatering.com. Turmeric and the curry gonna give the dish really good flavor. Tomato paste, give it some depth, just some silkiness, amazing. Okay, we're back, man. Our timer just went off right as we came back for our rice. So we're gonna leave it covered just like it is for about 10 minutes. Or hey, we're gonna be ready to serve in just a few minutes here. So I've turned the dish down. I was at a good rolling boil, and so I've turned it down. We're gonna just get it going a little bit heavier because we're gonna add brown sugar to it. And I really wanna get the brown sugar dissolved. It's just, man, a little bit of sweetener for it. Just some flavor. Just a little sugar. Everybody needs a little sugar. We're gonna add our paprika right to it. And we're gonna add a combination. This is 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of yellow curry. Right in there. And I wanna get this going. The dish is gonna just change color again. This is almost, the Indian version, the Middle Eastern version of red beans and rice, a shrimp and rice, an etouffee, if you will, because this is a thickened sauce that's gonna have like stuff in it, and so it's going over rice. So that's exactly what we're making. We're gonna add in our shrimp right here. They are just a few minutes to cook. Got to get them moving right away. And we'll get that guy cranked up. Those shrimp are a little bit cold, so you want to get that, make sure that burner is going real good. And that is looking so great. Just make sure the shrimp are done. And they will help just thin it down a little bit. They're mostly water, and so as the water comes out of them into the dish, it'll just thin it down. It's gonna be really good. And so I'm gonna take care of a little bit more maintenance here because we wanna add some green onion to the dish, just some scallions to it. And really it's just for garnish on top of the dish once we get it done. And I'm gonna leave these just to cut them on a nice bias so I can put right on top of that plate. Probably gonna put this in a bowl, probably end up in a bowl. Get rid of all that stuff. Just keep an eye on this. They're gonna get nice and pink. The real trick to the shrimp are them curling up. So that tail will curl completely under when they're cooked. They'll have really pink on both sides. And that's just the trick, getting them to cook all the way through. And again, they're mostly water, so it doesn't take them a whole lot of time. We'll get that turned up just a little bit. That's gonna be so delicious right there. Now, we're gonna add in our peas for color and flavor. Love, they gotta get cooked all the way through. And they have a little bit of water. And this is frozen, just a bag of, I think it was 12-ounce bag of the frozen peas. The reason I prefer them over a can is just because of that color. They get blanched right away and they keep that really rich green color that I'm looking for. Pretty. That is so good. Now we're gonna add in our carrots while this cooks. Add in our carrots. And what I'm gonna do is give it about a half a cup. Just sprinkle it over the top. You can hear that bad boy cooking really good. Look at that. This is going to be an amazing dish, you guys. I'm just telling you. Smells so good. One pot, well, 2 pots, but real simple and flavorful. Soon as I get back, the last thing we're going to do is add our spinach. We're going to let it wilt down, make sure that our shrimp are done and our peas are cooked through, and we're going to serve it. Y'all, it's about this awesome curry we're making. Oh my gosh. Y'all come back with me about the dish.
One bite of 100% Angus beef ballpark frank, and you'll say, oh yeah, it's ballpark season.
Man, once the shrimp are cooked all the way through, make sure your peas are cooked all the way through as well. Plate it over rice, and your family is gonna love it. It has come all together. Our dish is really, really smelling good. I'm gonna take the lid off of our rice. Our time is up. We've let it rest. We're gonna bring it in so we can see what's going on here, and we're gonna fluff it up. Once I fluff it up, I'm gonna take some unsalted Highland dairy butter, about 1/3 of that stick of butter to this 1 cup of rice. And I just wanna make sure I get it stirred around with the rice. Once I get it a little bit wet like that, where the rice is real loose from the butter, I'm gonna take my salt and pepper and give it some seasoning, like so. Before I do that, we're gonna take a handful of this spinach, put it right on top of our shrimp. We wanna let that wilt real good. Right on top. Okay, that looks great. Let's finish up our rice. Just finish moving it around, getting that butter melted. We're really just loosening up all the grains as much as we can. Trying not to make it mushy, but flavored out real good. Oh yeah, that's perfect right there. Okay, let's get this moving around so we can wilt our spinach. Our spinach is doing really, really good. It's just about getting it down. We don't want to cook it all the way to, mushy, but we want to certainly let the spinach leaves wilt. And it's baby spinach too, so it's just turns out really nice. That is so good, y'all. Look at that. And I'm telling you, you can't get it any faster. Can't get it any better looking. Let's make a plate. I got this really awesome dish, and we're gonna plate it. Let's make some rice. We'll put our rice down first. Again, we're gonna smother this rice with our shrimp dish. like so. Let's see, let's grab a spoon that's slotted for this. Oh yeah, it's ready. Okay. So first I want to get some of that veggie, the peas, the spinach, carrots, the onions, shallots, or the garlic, garlic, and that ginger. Get our shrimp on top. Just like that. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Look at that. Now, we'll take a little lime wedge. Give it a squeeze over the top. Make sure we catch any seeds we're gonna get. Y'all, I'm gonna garnish it with just some of that green onion. What a beautiful plate of food this is. Shrimp curry with peas and rice. So delicious. Oh my gosh, I hope you'll have a chance to make this for your family. It's made with so much love. Thank you for being here. About the dish. We love making great content for you. I love doing great recipes. This coconut curry shrimp just really turned out amazing. I'm so proud of it. I hope you'll try the recipe at home. You can find it on Chef Brooks TV on YouTube, and all of our other social media sites have really great content on it. Check it out. I'm Brooks, About the Dish. About the dish. I look down at my finger. Did you see that? I look down at my finger. At Chef Brooks Catering, we take pride in our food and our service. Whether your event is large or small, in-home or on location, our team of culinary pros is ready to make your event beautiful and delicious. We do all things culinary. Give us a call or find us online at chefbrookscatering.com.
Dreaming of owning an RV? Well, now is the time to add a little comfort to your vacations by investing in your home away from home. Make your dream come true with Wheels RV, the #1 new RV dealer in Northwest Arkansas. We carry brands like Grand Design, Brinkley, Flagstaff, No Boundaries, and Vibe. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV. Find us 5 miles west of I-49 under the Tontitown Water Tower.
Help your family warm up to mornings.